Assalamu alaikum. I'm Rafat Raad. I'm a student in University of Shahid Madani, Azerbaijan, supervising by Dr. Abolfazl Ramazani. We are going to talk about the timing of the shrew play. We are 3 students. My part is to talk about its introduction and author's biography and some characters analyzing. So let's go to the PowerPoint file and see the information. This is timing of the shrew play, supervising by Dr. Abolfazl Ramazani, University of Azerbaijan, Shahid Madani. And we are going to see the first part of this presentation, which is the introduction of this play. In Shakespeare's timing of the shrew, fiery dependent Kate clashes with the brash Patricia, who vows to tame her spirit and win her hand through witty banter, outrageous tactics, and a sprinkle of deception. The play explores themes of gender roles, love, and the power struggles within marriages. It's a hilarious yet thought-provoking journey where the lines between submission and strategy and love and manipulation blur, leaving the audience to ponder: is Kate truly tamed, or does she outwit Patricio his own game? While William Shakespeare is credited with penning the timing of the shrew, details about the play's specific origins remain somewhat fuzzy. Some scholars believe it was an adaptation of an earlier anonymous work, such as the timing of a shrew, 1594. Others speculate Shakespeare incorporated elements of folk tales and Italian comedies into his own unique creation. The exact date of composition is also debated, though most place it between 1589 and 1592. Regardless of its precise origins, the timing of the shrew has become a Shakespearean staple, sparking endless interpretations and debates about its themes and messages. Whether exploring gender roles, critiquing social structures, or simply offering a hilarious battle of wits, the play's enduring power lies in its ability to provoke thought and ignite conversation centuries after its first performance. While attributing specific authorship to the timing of the shrew may be nuanced, there is no doubt that it emerged from the fertile mind of William Shakespeare, a playwright whose boundless creativity and profound understanding of human nature continue to shape the landscape of literature and theater even today. Okay, now next we have author biography. Shakespeare, born in England in 1564, became a big deal in London's theatre scene by the late 1580s. He wrote tons of stuff, 39 plays, poems, and stories, creating amazing characters like the funny Falstaff and the troubled Hamlet. He was super good with words. making people laugh and cry with his writing. Today, people around the world still love his plays, proving his stories are forever cool. He's like a rock star of writing, inspiring artists and shaping our world even centuries later. Next, we have the characters in Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew. Uh, the first thing we have the sisters, Katharina or Kate and Benica. Second, we have the satyrs, which they are Patricio and Lucinto and Hortensio. Three, we have, or the third, we have others, which they are Baptista, Monila, and Christopher Sly. So we are going to analyze these characters. The first one we have Katharina, fairy and independent, initially presented as a rebellious figure defining societal expectations for women. Her strong personality and witty vibes are interpreted as both defiance and intelligence, transformation or submission. Her change within the play is debatable. Some see it as forced conformity to patriarchal norms, while others argue she strategically adapts to manipulate Patricio and gain an upper hand. Her final speech, praising female obedience, can be interpreted as irony or genuine submission. Victim or strategist. The play's ambiguity leaves room for multiple interpretations. Was she truly tamed, or did she orchestrate her own subjugation to secure control within the marriage? This is the end of my part. Next, we have Mr. Mohammed to continue the presentation. So, good luck for him.
Assalamu alaikum, doctor. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I am Mohammed Mahmoud Suhail. I am MA student in Azerbaijan Shahid Madani University. Today I am going to talk about the taming of shrew, the analysis of character, and the plot of the play. Thank you so much. Patricio, bold and manipulative, driven by ambition and substantial dairy. His methods of taming Kate are cruel and manipulative. His motivations are debated, whether it's genuine love or simply wanting to control a separated woman. Hypocritical tamer. His own behavior can be as shrewish as Kate, making him a hypocritical figure who seeks control over a wife he deems unruly. Transformation or performance. Does he change through the play, or is his taming merely a calculated performance to achieve his goals? Bianca, sweet and submissive, often seen as the ideal feminine figure, but some argue she manipulates men using her demo facade, her lack of agency, and depends on others highlight the limitations placed on women in the play's society. Pawn in the game, she becomes a bargaining chip between suitors, showcasing the objectification of women within the play's social context. Active or passive. While seemingly passive, some interpretations suggest she manipulates men to her advantage within the constraints of her limited options. Baptista Minola, patriarchal and materialistic, prioritizes wealth and social status in his daughter's marriage, reflecting these societal norms of the time. His pragmatism and willingness to exploit his daughters expose the patriarchal structures underpinning the play. Motivated by greed, his eagerness to marry them off reveals a focus on economic gain over true happiness for his daughters. Catalyst or bystander. While driving the plot forward, he remains somewhat distant from the emotional complexities of relationships. Christopher Sly, meta-theoretical device. His framing story as a drunken thinker adds a layer of self-reflection and questions the constructed nature of social roles and relationships. Audience surrogate. He mirrors the audience's confusion and amusement at the play's events, prompting viewers to question what they are seeing and its meaning. Reality or illusion. His journey blurs the lines between reality and performance, suggesting that social roles themselves are constructed and performative. In Padua, Baptista Minola has two daughters, Katharina, known for her sharp tongue and fiery temper, and Bianca, who is gentle and beautiful. Many suitors seek Bianca's hand in marriage, but Baptista forbids them to court her until Katharina is married. Beatrice, a wealthy and adventurous man from Verona, arrives in Padua seeking a wife. He hears about Katharina and decides to marry her. Beatrice's courtship of Katharina is chaotic and competitive. He matches her temper and outwists her at every turn. Eventually, Katharina agrees to marry Beatrice. Beatrice's taming of Katharina begins. He subjects her to a series of psychological and physical torments, denying her food, sleep, and proper attire. Meanwhile, two other suitors for Bianca, Hortense and Luisinto, plot to win her hand. Luisinto disguises himself as a tutor to get close to Bianca. Katharina slowly begins to submit to Beatrice's will. Thank you for listening. Now, the turn of my friend Mr. Yousif to continue. Beatrice and Katharina travel to Beatrice's home in the country. Beatrice continues to tame Katharina, but she also begins to show signs of affection for him. Lucentio and Hortensio continue their pursuit of Bianca. Lucentio, disguised as a tutor, wins Bianca's heart. Beatrice's plan to tame Katharina works. She becomes compliant and submissive. Beatrice, Katharina, and the and other characters return to Padua for Bianca's wedding. Thank you for listening. Now we are going to Mr. Yousif to continue.
Hello everyone, I'm Yousif Alraheem, one of the international students in Azarbaijan University of Shahid Madani, English literature. I have a presentation today about the themes and plots and Taming of the Shrew for William Shakespeare. Petruchio and Katharina participate in a wager with the other man, claiming that Katharina is the most obedient wife. Katharina delivers a controversial speech about the duties of a wife, emphasizing obedience and submission. Petruchio wins the wager, and the play ends with a festive celebration. The themes of the Taming of the Shrew. Number 1. Gender roles and power dynamics. Patriarchy and female submission. The play reflects the Elizabethan era's patriarchal society, where women were expected to be obedient and submissive to men. Kate's initial resistance and Petruchio's taming methods raise a question about the female agency, forced conformity, and power struggles within marriage. Performance and manipulation. Both Kate and Petruchio engaged in a performance and manipulation to achieve their goals. This complexity challenges simple readings of the power dynamics and suggests that both genders employ strategies to navigate social expectations and gain control. Number 2. Love and marriage. Conditional love. Petruchio's initial pursuit of Kate seems driven by her dowry and social status, not genuine love. This raises questions about the nature of love and marriage in society obsessed with wealthy and materialism. Obedience and defiance. The play explores the tension between wifely obedience and female defiance. Kate's final speech praising obedience can be interpreted as a forced conformity, a tragic performance, or even ironic commentary. Number 3. Deception and illusion. Disguises and tricky. The play features several characters adopting disguises and employing deception to achieve their goals. This raises questions about nature of the truth and illusion in relationships and society as whole. Theoretical metaphor. Indication featuring a drunken tinker experiencing the play as a dream adds a meta-theoretical layer, suggesting that social roles and relationships themselves are performances. 4. Social class and wealth. Dowry and materialism. Bianca's many suitors and Kate's substantial dowry highlight the importance of wealth and social status and marriage and social mobility. This theme undercourses the inequalities and power imbalances within the play's society. 5. Humor and satire. Witty banter and slapstick. The play is filled with the Shakespeare's signature wit and humor, using comedic devices to explore serious themes and critique social norms. Satirical commentary. The play's exaggerated characters and absurd situations can be seen as a satirical commentary on the social conventions and power dynamics of Elizabethan England. This is the end of our presentation. Thanks for watching and have a nice time.